India is looking to get the Xiaomi Mi 10i, which is just a rebadged version of the Redmi Note 9 Pro 5G. And outside of the specific phone specs, because I think on paper, the specs of the device are pretty good. 108 megapixel camera. It's the newer version of the sensor that was in the Galaxy S20 Ultra. So it's not a bad sensor. Snapdragon 750G, one of the first devices on the market with that. 5G capabilities, possibly a high refresh rate display. But overall, it's just a rebadged phone that we already have in one market that a company is bringing to a new market.
Okay.
And you and I have never talked about this before, but how do you feel about companies rebadging products or rebadging electronics for different markets?
I think it's a smart move when it comes to their own bottom line. So different markets maybe need different kind of like price points. For example, if you sell into India, you want to have a mid-range kind of like pricing, and you don't want to have all the kind of like high-end Apple way. And yeah, like in terms of the pricing, I think it's good for them. But what that's the big problem with Android, I believe, is that we have so wide like a range of pricing and different models, and you can go from the low end to the high end, and that creates a lot of problems when it comes to having a harmonious Android experience. And that's why I actually got the OnePlus 8 Pro, because I actually do believe in the smooth experience of using a smartphone. So for me, I've been using this for almost like 4 months now, and I've been having a great experience with it. Never lagged, never had any issues. And I used to be a Samsung guy before switching to Apple. And
Mm-hmm.
like with the One UI, it was always a heavy skin and a lot of lag, a lot of your phone gets slower over time, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. I like at least for like my perspective on it, I have no problem with with
Rebranding.
phones, not necessarily like rebranding, but like I have no issue with phones being launched at different markets at different price points.
Same. I don't have a problem with that. Yeah.
But like where I see the where I see it becoming like an issue
hmm
is that like when you have a company that's got such an international presence like Xiaomi does, right? Like outside of Southeast Asia, Vivo isn't super huge in Europe, right? Like Vivo's like it's a very much a Southeast Asian brand. I never even heard of Vivo like until I lived in Southeast Asia, right?
Yeah.
But with Xiaomi, because so much of their fan base is spread across the globe, when they launch a product for China, the fans outside of China still know about it. And so
Yeah.
when they like, so it's like if I'm living in India and I see that Xiaomi's launching this new device in China, and then they're bringing it to India, why are we changing the name of it? Like
That's not good. Yeah.
it just makes it hard to kind of keep track of stuff. Like the famously,
It's a bit
uh,
misleading, if I'm honest.
it oh, don't get me started with Xiaomi and misleading advertising. I literally have videos where people like hate my guts because I talk about how misleading their advertising is. But I don't know if you remember, but the Xiaomi last year, the Redmi K20 Pro, which was kind of like their mid range, their not
Mhm.
mid range, top tier specs, mid range price, right?
Yeah, it's a good phone actually in terms of
It's a
yeah, in terms of
really good phone. But they launched it as the Redmi K20 Pro, um, the Xiaomi Mi 9T Pro, and then uh, and then they launched it again. It was with two names, and then